Hello and welcome to Simple Encounters. Thank you all for joining me at this time. And for those of you who want to start journaling like me, but you just simply feel like you cannot start because it's not January 1st yet, I'm here to tell you that it is fine and am here to help you get started at this awkward mid-year time. So in this time lapse, I won't be going through details of how I use the graphs and forms, but if you want to see that, it will be coming up in my next video where at the end of the month, I will be filling out each of the columns and going through how I use all the graphs. So this video is more of me telling you a bit about myself and why I want to be doing this. I'm currently in my 20s, end of my 20s, going on 30s. I'm probably getting married very soon, but this COVID-19 situation has put half the globe on halt, and I didn't really want my life to be dragging along with it, so I've decided to wait no more. Okay, so this journal that you see me creating here will be focused on a couple fund that my fiance and I have put together, and I will be showing you how I organize my money as of right now. So I wanted to keep a record of things and be able to share with everyone how I did that. Growing up, I always seemed to have my financial situation quite figured out. And there's always people around me telling me, wow, for your age, you are very organized with money. And I always had questions from people of how I managed my money and what I did with it. But the truth is, it's not rocket science, and most of it's self-control, and I did have quite a bit of that. So just a little bit of background story for you guys. I grew up in a single parent family with my mother, and we really always led quite a frugal life. Especially in my university years, I was always penny pinching, trying to work multiple part-time jobs to make rent and pay for school bills and things like that. And on top of that, I always had a goal to save. It was never really for anything specific, but sort of a rainy day sorts saving. And I was always constantly trying to reach my goal amount. I've always set a goal at the end of each month or end of each year, and that's the kind of person I am, you see. And my fiance, on the other hand, is the happy-go-lucky type, and he believes that everything will work out in the end. And so you can see we are on the two very far ends of one scale. So just a side note here, I love crime stories, and this podcast that you see me playing here is called Crime Junkie, and I have been listening to it non-stop. Please check them out. There's a thing about the host Ashley Flowers and how she goes about telling a story. It really grabs and grips onto your attention. Okay, so back to my story. My fiance and I got engaged last December, and I know money is sort of a taboo issue to be talking about with your other half, but I truly believe that the best time to be talking about it is before you actually get married. And I understand that it can be very difficult, especially if you're someone like us who are on complete opposite sides of the scale, but you have to make sure you guys are on the same page and your values and goals are the same, or at least heading in the same direction. So having everything said and done, it will set you on the right path towards the future. You just really need to start little by little. And talking about money can sometimes be as small as a simple chit chat. So, how I started was by being open about it myself, sharing with my other half how much money I've spent this month, whether I feel like I've overspent or if I purchased something that was maybe not really necessary, or just which banks are paying out the highest interest, and sometimes a credit card deal here or there. So, it doesn't really matter what you talk about, but it doesn't always have to start with a heavy topic like debt or how much saving everyone has, because that would just be too stressful. And the whole point is to try to ease into the topic. So little by little, my fiance, which is boyfriend at the time, will start asking questions back, and he seemed more interested about the money topic. And it is really you that will know best when you can start discussing on some harder questions about the future. So since before we got engaged, we each pitched in a few $100s towards a couple fund that I've set up. And that couple fund we never really spent it. The goal was basically to get the saving momentum going on. And when we got engaged, we decided to really up our game and take things a bit more seriously. So we've decided to each put in $3,000 a month, which will go towards our basic necessities like food and rent, and to our two little guinea pigs. So part of this $6,000 in total will also go towards savings and investments towards our future. And whatever money that we each have left after we each fork out 3K is left for ourselves to decide, and we have control over our own money. So before I go today, I want to say one last thing. That is what I wish to achieve on this channel, and it is to really be transparent with the numbers. I love watching financial videos, and I've always binge watching bullet journaling finance videos or shows on YouTube like The Financial Diet. They are all awesome shows, but at most times some of these are very general, and I feel like seeing actual numbers is what makes an impact and really help people out with understanding numbers. And the way I'm filming and recording this will allow me to be private, but at the same time share all the numbers with you guys. So if you are interested in this, please stay tuned and support by giving me a thumbs up. Lastly, I just want to say thanks to my fiance who played and recorded all the beautiful music covers that you hear in the background. Please give a thumbs up if you're loving it too. And finally, if you like this video and are interested to see more, please subscribe, and hope to see you again soon.